She's a perfect princess!
I, Kosei Makito, have always been good with my hands, and sewing has been a skill I've had since I was a kid. At my sister Nanase's request, I often made doll clothes for her. Whenever my sister smiled at me, all innocent like the sun, it always made my heart leap with joy when I was a child.
Thanks, Ko-kun.
18 years have passed since then, and now at 26, I work in the sales department of a toy manufacturer. I joined the company as a new graduate and worked at a regional branch for a while, but this year, I was transferred to the main office in Tokyo. Nice to meet you, I'm Kosei Makito. I'll be working hard with a fresh start, so I look forward to your guidance.
Alright, let's do our best. You'll be assigned to Chief Inami for your training. I'm Tamaki Inami, Sales Department Chief. Nice to meet you, Makito-kun.
Thank you, nice to meet you. Whoa, she's stunning.
Hey, Chief Inami, let me introduce myself too.
Sure, Ego-kun. I'll prepare the materials for Makito-kun, so you two can chat for a bit.
Once again, I'm Kosei Makito. Looking forward to working with you.
Huh? Oh, I'm Isamu Ego.
Wait, isn't his energy completely different from when Chief Inami was around?
So, what do you think of Chief Inami?
What do I think? Well, I think she's beautiful, but...
Yeah, she's gorgeous. But I'm aiming for her, so don't even think about it. Anyway, I doubt someone like you could ever get close to her, though. Chief Inami needs someone on her level. Someone like me, who's got the looks.
Ego's words hit me hard, but he's not wrong that I have a pretty plain face. Even after Ego's not-so-subtle warnings, I pushed through and started my work in the new office. Alright, just a little more and I'll be finished. Probably won't make it before my sister gets here, though. It was my first weekend off since transferring to the main office, and I was desperately trying to finish some doll clothes I had been working on. My sister also lives in Tokyo, and today I'm supposed to give her these doll clothes. By the way, I've been selling doll clothes as a side business recently. Now that I think about it, didn't she say she was bringing a friend? I wonder what kind of person they are. At that exact moment, my sister arrived at my place.
Hey, Ko-kun! Just like I said, I brought my friend.
Welcome. Wait, Chief Inami?
It's been a while, Makito-kun.
When I realized that my sister's friend was none other than Chief Inami, I was speechless. It turns out that Chief Inami already knew about me before I transferred to the main office, thanks to my sister. They became friends through their shared hobby of doll activities. My sister is active on social media under the name Maki Doll, and sometimes she posts about the doll clothes I make.
Every time I saw the pictures Nanase posted, I thought, I'd love to have my dolls wear clothes like these.
Thank you. It's a bit embarrassing to hear your compliments in person. When I was working at the regional office, I used to send doll clothes to my sister via courier.
Thanks as always, Ko-kun. Here's the payment.
Thank you. Always a pleasure. Sorry, Chief Inami. I couldn't properly entertain you.
No, it's fine. I enjoyed watching the process of how the doll clothes are made.
Just before my sister and Chief Inami left, she stared at me as if wanting to say something.
If it's all right with you, would you mind making a set of doll clothes for me too? Of course I'll pay you, and if you're busy, don't feel pressured to do it. Is that all right?
There's no way anyone could say no to that look. Got it. I'll make it when I have the time.
Thank you, Makito-kun.
Ugh, she's so cute. Inami's joyful smile shot straight through my heart. From then on, my sister and Chief Inami started coming over almost every weekend. I don't always have doll clothes to give them, but they say they enjoy just watching me work.
Makito-kun, have you ever thought about pursuing a career in fashion design?
Well, not really. I've never been that interested in making clothes. While making doll clothes, I started having more casual conversations with Chief Inami. By the way, my sister is currently out buying buttons for the doll clothes. I started making doll clothes because my sister asked me to. She's always been clumsy, and the clothes she made for her dolls were, well, disastrous. When she begged me to help, I reluctantly made some clothes, and I still remember how happy she was, smiling at me with pure joy. My sister was always straightforward with her feelings, and seeing her reactions warmed my heart even back then. We were just kids at the time, but seeing her smile so brightly always gave me energy. That's why I wanted to work in a field that brings joy to children, and it's why I joined this company.
I see. So in a way, your roots are with Nanase. And even now, you always prioritize making others happy, don't you? Whether it's doll clothes or your job, you pay close attention to what people want, and that's why your clients appreciate you. I think it's really wonderful how you always respect others' feelings, Makito-kun.
Thank you. I'm
back! I got the buttons!
My words, which had been on the tip of my tongue, were cut off by my sister's return. Welcome back. Sorry for sending you out. I forgot we were out of buttons.
No worries. It's my way of saying thanks for all the wonderful doll clothes you make. By the way, did I interrupt something?
No, not at all. In the end, those words I was about to say never made it out that day, or any day after that. I'm very grateful for your time today.
No, thank you for the opportunity. It was a pleasure meeting with you.
A few days later, I was in a meeting with a client. This is Kagura-san, a representative from Love Love Toy Box, a toy wholesaler.
It's really helpful to hear your perspective, Makito-san. You really seem to understand things from a child's point of view. I have a daughter myself, so I thought I knew what kids wanted, but I realize I still have a lot to learn.
Haha, maybe it's just that I haven't fully grown up yet myself.
No, not at all. Your knowledge and explanations are always so clear. It's like you're a seasoned salesman. Though I have to apologize for rambling on and getting off track during our conversation today.
Not at all. I'm very grateful for the valuable insight you've shared with me. I look forward to continuing our partnership.
You seem to have gotten quite close to Kagura-san, Makito-kun. By the way, did you know that...
Yes, that's part of why... Chief Inami was responsible for handling Kagura-san's account before me. We've been bonding over our conversations, especially since we chat almost every weekend, but...
Why is that loser so close to Chief Inami?
Ego was watching me and Inami with a frustrated glare. A few weeks later, I found myself sewing doll clothes in the break room during my free time. Things have been hectic lately, and I haven't had any time to work on this. Using a sewing machine will be faster and more precise, but mine is too loud for nighttime work. So I've been sneaking little bits of hand sewing whenever I get the chance.
Puffed, what are you doing, man?
Ego's voice interrupted my sewing, so I set down the needle. What do you mean? I'm making doll clothes.
Seriously? You're a guy and you're sitting there making girly stuff like that out in the open? Isn't that embarrassing? Or are you just waiting for the female employees to say, "Oh my god, that's so cute"? Heh, guess a pathetic dude like you has to resort to something lame like this to get attention from women, huh?
Hobbies aren't defined by gender, you know. And for the record, I'm not doing this to get attention from women.
Yeah, sure, whatever you say. I'll just pretend to believe you for now.
Ego walked off with a mocking smirk on his face. I guess he doesn't like that I'm getting along with Chief Inami. Sighing, I resumed working on the doll clothes.
Chief Inami, you really shouldn't be getting so friendly with Makito.
A few days later, Ego stopped Chief Inami to have a little chat.
Why? My relationship with Makito-kun isn't inappropriate for work. In fact, I think keeping too much distance from subordinates would be more of a problem.
No, it's just that he's a guy who makes cute little doll clothes. It's weird and girly. If you keep hanging out with him, your reputation will tank.
Excuse me? What's wrong with a man making doll clothes? Besides, Makito-kun's doll clothes are delicate, warm, and incredibly thoughtful. Do you have any idea how happy I was when I learned he was going to make some for me?
Well...
Ego stammers as Inami corners him, suddenly realizing something.
Wait, you mean the doll clothes he's making right now?
They could be for me, or for one of his other clients. He's popular among the doll community, you know. He makes doll clothes as a side business, even though he's busy with his job. Makito-kun is kind and hardworking. He always strives to make others happy even with his limited time. So stop belittling the doll clothes designer I admire. If you're done, I'm heading back to work. You should do the same and focus on your job instead of spouting nonsense. Honestly, you should learn from Makito-kun's dedication.
Damn it, why does he always... What the hell, Makito? Why are you always getting in the way?
A few days later, Ego's frustration hadn't subsided, and he decided to take it out on me. He made his way over to my desk, clearly looking for trouble. But unfortunately for him, I'd just been called to another department.
Nothing ever goes my way. This is so frustrating.
Muttering to himself, Ego's eyes suddenly drift toward my bag under the desk.
What's this?
Ego squatted down and peered into my open bag, a sinister smile creeping onto his face.
This is perfect. Time to have some fun with this.
Where is it? A few minutes later, I returned to my desk only to realize something was wrong. My bag seemed slightly out of place, and when I checked it, the doll clothes I had packed inside were missing.
What's wrong, Makito-kun?
Sorry for causing a scene, but I quickly explained the situation to Chief Hanami, as it was related to the doll clothes I've been making for her.
So that's what happened. But that doll outfit you mentioned.
Yes, it was the one I planned to give you today, Chief Hanami. Yes, the missing doll clothes were for Chief Hanami. I brought them to work because she had plans this weekend. I'm certain I packed them in my bag before leaving home, but now they're gone. I'm sorry. I'll check at home again just in case I somehow forgot them. I'm terribly sorry.
No need to apologize. I know you've been working hard on it.
Chief Hanami, you're far too lenient.
Ego strutted over, grinning maliciously as he started taking jabs at me again.
You probably forgot it on purpose, huh? Shouting around like that to get her to forgive you? Or maybe it's not even finished, and you're just using this as an excuse to cover it up. You're such a shallow guy, making a scene over some dog clothes during work hours.
I'm truly sorry for causing a disturbance during work hours, but I'm not making any excuses.
Haha, yeah, right. You're always praised for being so considerate of others. But all you really care about is what looks good, right? You're just calculating how to make people like you, and everyone's too blind to see through it.
You think that? Then maybe we should check the security cameras.
Huh?
Ego's cocky attitude vanished as soon as Chief Hanami suggested checking the cameras.
If what you're saying is true, it could affect Makito-kun's evaluation, right? And if something of his was stolen, that's a serious issue for the company to investigate.
That's a bit much, don't you think?
As Ego began to panic, a new voice interrupted.
Excuse me, Kagura-san from Love Love Toy Box has arrived for her meeting with Makito-san? Is everything all right? It seems a bit hectic.
My apologies. I'll be ready right away. Ego smiles wickedly as he notices the situation, while I hurriedly prepared for the meeting.
My deepest apologies, Kagura-san. Our Makito here is causing quite the stir. He's all worked up because he lost some handmade dog clothes. Can you believe it? Honestly, making dog clothes as an adult, isn't that ridiculous?
Stop that right now, Ego-kun.
Hanami tries to stop Ego as he continues his tirade, but he doesn't seem to notice her attempt.
What? I'm just telling the truth, right? Only kids play with dolls, and most people outgrow that phase by the time they're in elementary school.
I see. Only kids, something adults shouldn't do, outgrown by elementary school. Is that what you believe, Ego-san?
Huh?
Kagura's voice remains calm, but her underlying anger is palpable, and Ego falters. With a menacing aura, Kagura steps forward and glares at Ego.
How dare you belittle our doll hobby like that? And how dare you insult Makito-san, the genius doll clothing designer behind Maki Doll?
Wait, doll hobby? Maki doll?
That's right, she's a huge fan of Maki Doll, and my creations have inspired her to make her own doll clothes. In fact, we bonded over doll making during every one of our meetings. It's always been a natural part of our discussions, even back when Hanami-san was handling our account.
And let me make something very clear. Makito-san has never once caused me any issues during our business meetings. If anything, our sales have only increased since he took over. Sure, our company's performance was great under Chief Hanami's management, but it's even better now thanks to Makito-san. Doll clothing is about bringing children's dreams to life. Even my daughter is obsessed with her dolls, and she gets so excited every time she sees a new outfit design. Someone like Makito-san who fulfills those dreams deserves to be respected, not mocked. I always thought your company had employees who understood children's dreams. but clearly I was wrong about you.
Please accept our deepest apologies for Ego's behavior, Kagura-san. I assure you, we will take measures to prevent anything like this from happening again.
We will make sure to pay close attention to our words and actions to prevent any recurrence of such incidents in the future. Well, with both Makito-san and Anami-san apologizing so sincerely, I suppose I can let it go this time. But I expect a formal complaint will be issued from our side, so be prepared for that. Understood. Again, we deeply apologize.
With Kagura-san now calm, I accompanied her to our meeting. Meanwhile, back in the office, Chief Anami turned to Ego.
So, you were the one who stole Makito-kun's doll clothes, weren't you? We can check the security cameras, so you might as well admit it.
The conversation from before Kagura-san's arrival resumed as Chief Anami pressed Ego. She had put two and two together, noticing his attitude towards me and his reactions to the mention of the cameras.
Yes, I did it. I'm sorry.
Perhaps worn down by Kagura-san's accusations, Ego had no fight left in him. He admitted to finding the doll clothes labeled for Chief Anami and stealing them out of spite. Apparently, he had torn them to pieces and thrown them in the trash.
Please, just keep this between us.
Oh? Did you forget that those doll clothes were made for me? Of course I'm angry! Why would I even consider your request? Also, before Love Koi Toy Box files their complaint, I'm reporting this incident. Do you realize how many complaints we've had about you from clients? How many times have I told you to stop pushing expensive toys onto them?
Ego's work ethic had been severely lacking. His aggressive sales tactics often led to complaints from clients.
If this keeps up, it's bad news for both our company and our clients. Department heads and I have been discussing what to do with you.
Discussing what? You're not saying I'll be transferred, are you? No, I love you.
I can't speak on the company's decision, but as for your confession, I don't feel anything for you, so give up.
Damn it, how did it come to this?
An hour later, after finishing the meeting and seeing Kagura-san off, I returned to my desk and noticed Ego glaring at me with a furious look.
This is all your fault.
What?
If you hadn't shown up, my life would have been perfect. I would have gotten a beautiful girlfriend, and my career would have gone smoothly. You, a nobody, ruined my life.
I didn't know all the details, but it was clear that his life was about to spiral. Blaming me for all of it, though, was absurd. How ridiculous. The problem is that you're a shallow person. So shallow that even a nobody like me can throw you off balance.
What?
You said I was calculating and petty, right? It's true that I often think about how to make others happy, but what's wrong with that? I haven't caused anyone harm, have I? If anything, you don't think enough. You don't realize how your selfish actions affect children or clients. You can't succeed in sales for a toy company with that mindset. Whatever's bothering you, stop blaming others and take a look at yourself. Ego was eventually transferred to a dead-end position at a regional branch. Even there, he remained selfish and isolated. After repeatedly failing to show up for work, he was eventually fired. And now...
You're the only one who understands me. You'll stay by my side forever, won't you?
He supposedly spends his days playing with dolls, muttering such lines. It might be too late for him. Meanwhile, my relationship with Chief Anami continues to flourish. Thank you for waiting. Here are the doll clothes you ordered, Chief Anami.
Thank you. Wow, you've met every one of my requests. It's perfect.
Chief Anami's eyes sparkle with joy. She was both beautiful and adorable. Gathering my courage despite my throat tightened with nerves, I managed to speak up. Anami Tamaki-san, I've admired you for a long time. You're beautiful, dependable. Would you go out with me?
I've always loved your personality, and I love the doll clothes that reflect it. Yes, I'd love to go out with you. When will I get to see you two like this? Hey, Nanase, stop teasing us.
I'll do my best to make it happen soon. I believe that to build good relationships with others, you need to think about how they feel and show compassion. By understanding and respecting each other's feelings, trust and deeper bonds can form. I'm determined to cherish each bond I form and carry that with me as I continue in life.
Do you have any memories from high school? When it comes to my high school memories, I, Akito Ogasawara, remember being the one who got teased a lot in my group.
Hey, Akito, did you get today's math assignment?
Yeah, I did. Want me to help you with it if you haven't done it yet?
For real? That'd be awesome! Do it like Mr. Saito in math class, though.
So, by substituting 5 into x, the value of y in this equation becomes 20, and therefore...
Haha! Mr. Saito actually says therefore like that.
My stomach hurts. Akito's impression of Mr. Saito is spot on. You're the best.
Akito, you're seriously funny! Alright, next to Mr. Sasaki from chemistry.
Well, maybe next time. Now, focus on solving the problems. I had a lively and fun high school life, getting teased by my friends while enjoying our time together. However, among my friends, there were a couple of classmates who teased me a bit differently from the others.
Hey, Akito! Still using that lame pencil case? Can't you buy a new one?
Hey, come on, it's important to me. I've had it since I was a kid.
But that's not something a high schooler should be carrying around. You'll never get a girlfriend with that.
That was Yuichi Sonohara and Remi Takahashi. They were part of the group I often hung out with, but their teasing felt a bit different from the others.
You won't get a girlfriend with that.
Your taste is more like a grade schooler's, not a high schooler's.
Come on, guys. One of Akito's good traits is how he values his things.
You shouldn't make fun of him like that.
Thanks, you two. It's okay, I'm not bothered by it. Looking back, it was probably thanks to the other friends who stood up for me that I didn't let their teasing get to me. During those lively high school days, there was someone I secretly admired. Her name was Karen Sasayama. She was the class Madonna, admired by everyone.
Oh, Akito's looking at Sasayama again.
No way! There's no chance for you to get close to the perfect Madonna.
Yeah, I know, but I can't help thinking she's beautiful. But in the end, nothing happened between me and Sasayama. I spent my high school days having fun with my friends, and we all went our separate ways. 3 years after graduating from university and starting work as a company employee, I found myself seeing my friends less often. One day, while stopping by a cafe on a business trip, I had an unexpected reunion.
Welcome. Wait, are you Ogasawara?
Huh? Sasayama? Are you working here?
Yeah, I am. It's been a while. Have a seat.
Karen Sasayama had grown even more beautiful and smiled at me, looking a bit more mature. Back in high school, we hardly ever talked or interacted. I was just secretly admiring her from afar. She was truly someone out of my league, the one I admired. I was so nervous I couldn't help but get flustered.
What are you doing now, Ogasawara?
I'm working in sales for a regular company. I was out for business nearby today.
Really? What a coincidence to meet you here.
Looking at her soft, gentle smile, my feelings from back then began to resurface. I decided to muster up the courage to ask her out. Meeting you here again feels like fate, so would you like to have dinner together sometime?
Huh?
Oh, sorry, that was sudden. We didn't get to talk much back then, so I'd like to get to know you better, if that's okay. Seeing her look surprised, my excitement starts to fade, and I realize I might have been too hasty. Oh, if you don't want to, that's totally fine. I'm sorry, you might have a boyfriend. Sasayama is so attractive, it's entirely possible, I thought as I mentally pinched my own cheek. Then, Sasayama gave me a soft, happy smile that made my heart skip a beat.
Sorry. It's not that I don't want to. I was just so happy I froze up for a second. Oh, and by the way, I don't have a boyfriend. So let's exchange contacts?
Yes! Yes, yes, yes! In high school, I was constantly told I'd never have a chance with her. It's only a small step, but I'm glad I reached out. That night, I sent a message right away, and we made plans to have dinner at a restaurant over the weekend. Even though it was just a coincidence that we met again, the fact that I was going to have dinner with the Madonna, Sasayama, felt surreal. If my high school self knew about this, he'd probably pass out. As I waited at the restaurant I'd reserved, these thoughts kept running through my head.
Ogasawara! Sorry to keep you waiting.
A few minutes later, Sayama arrived, looking adorable in a cute dress. She's so cute.
I didn't know there was such a lovely place around here. It's got such a great atmosphere.
A client told me about it, and I thought I'd check it out sometime.
I'm glad you invited me. Thank you, Ogasawara.
As the food arrived, our conversation naturally shifted to our high school days.
Ogasawara, you were pretty close with the Lively group, right?
Yeah, but after starting work, I got busy, so I haven't been in touch with them much. It's been a while since I've met any of my high school friends.
I see. That makes me kind of happy.
But I'm impressed you remember the people I used to hang out with, Sasayama.
Well, your group was pretty noticeable.
Were we loud? Sorry about that. I remembered how we used to fool around and make everyone laugh, and suddenly I felt embarrassed.
No, you weren't loud. I just thought your group seemed like a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that, I guess. We spent the evening reminiscing and enjoying a peaceful time together. Thank you so much for tonight. I had a great time.
Me too. It was really fun.
After spending the evening together, I realized how genuinely kind and wonderful Sasayama is. As I thought about whether I'd get to see her again, she suddenly asked,
Ogasawara, if you'd like, could we meet up again sometime?
Yes, of course. I'd love to. Our first dinner together was so enjoyable that I kept thinking about it for days. The image of Sasayama laughing at my jokes was burned into my mind. And before I knew it, exchanging messages with her had become the highlight of my day.
There's a detective movie I want to see. Would you like to go together?
Sounds great. I was thinking of watching it too. Let's go together. She said she wanted to meet again, but I'm still amazed that she actually invited me. I'm touched. Through that movie, we found out our tastes were quite similar. Our conversation flowed, and we made plans to go out for drinks next. And on the day... Good evening. I have a reservation under Ogasawara. I had made a reservation in advance and arrived a little early, so I decided to go in and wait. Sasayama had asked me to go ahead and enter if I arrived first, so I did, but...
Wait, are you Akito?
Yuichi? The person who greeted me was none other than Yuichi Sonohara, a friend from high school. Another unexpected reunion. Yuichi and I hadn't kept in touch since graduation. There was no particular reason, but he never reached out either. I learned that he had trained in the restaurant industry and had recently opened his own izakaya.
I saw the reservation name Ogasawara and thought it might be you, but I didn't expect it to be you for real.
Haha, I didn't expect this place to be your shop, Yuichi. I'm surprised too. When I congratulated him on opening his shop, Yuichi gave me a smug look.
But Akito, you're still as uncool as ever, huh?
Huh?
In high school, we wore uniforms, but now your fashion sense is really put to the test. So, you still don't have a girlfriend, do you?
Haha. Yuichi teased me in the same way he did back then. I had a hunch, but his teasing now had a bit of malice to it. Even after being shown to my reserved seat, Yuichi kept playfully engaging with me, perhaps because the shop was still empty.
Hey, guess what? I'm actually engaged now.
Engaged? Is it with Remy?
Yeah, that's right. We've been dating since high school, and we figured it's about time we got married.
That's great. Congrats.
Remy's working as an office lady now, but she's going to help me with the shop after we get married. She's even been helping out here after work sometimes. Actually, she should be coming in today too. Oh, there she is.
Yuichi! Good work today.
Remy, it's been a while. Speak of the devil, just then Remy walked into the shop. When Remy spotted me, her eyes lit up, and she excitedly started to tease me.
No way. Is that you, Akito? Wow, it's been forever. And you're still as uncool as ever.
Hearing the same words from both Yuichi and Remy, I felt a bit exasperated inside.
Turns out it was Akito who made the reservation today.
What? That's such a crazy coincidence. Are you here drinking alone?
No, I'm actually meeting someone.
It's gotta be a guy, right? Still lonely, huh? With that fashion sense, I bet you don't even have a girlfriend.
Say whatever you want. As we were talking, the door to the shop opened again.
Ogasawara! Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, Sasayama! I just got here myself. Sasayama walked in wearing a breezy dress, and Yuichi and Remi's eyes widened in shock.
Huh? Sasayama? This same Sasayama from high school?
Why are you meeting up with the class Madonna?
Sasayama noticed Yuichi and Remi and cheerfully greeted them.
Sonohara and Takashi! It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been.
This place is Yuichi's shop. I just found out today too. And apparently, he's engaged to Remi, and she's been helping him out sometimes.
Wow, that's great! Congratulations on your engagement.
Yuichi and Remi were clearly confused about why Sasayama and I were meeting up alone. Especially Yuichi, who couldn't seem to accept it and nudged me to explain.
Hey, Akito, explain. Why are you here with Sasayama?
Oh, we ran into each other at a cafe recently. We had dinner and found we got along well, so we've been meeting up whenever our schedules match.
Wait, have you been together alone this whole time?
Yeah? Ogasawara is really kind, and I have so much fun with him. I've been laughing nonstop, and being with him makes me feel so at peace.
Huh, really?
Seeing us smile at each other, Yuichi looked frustrated. But that expression was fleeting as they quickly returned to teasing me again.
I never would have guessed Akito would be meeting up with Sasayama. But still, you're not a good match for the class Madonna, man.
Yeah, Sasayama, why would you hang out with a lame guy like him? Huh? Lame? I've never thought that. Not even once.
Yuichi and Remi laugh while Karen looks puzzled.
Sasayama, the class Madonna, is really kind to even a lame guy like this, huh?
That's not really a nice thing to say, is it? Weren't you both close with Ogasawara?
We've always been like this with Akito. I'm sure he's used to it by now.
It's okay, Sasayama. I'm really used to this kind of thing. It's always been like this.
But...
Seeing how close we were, Yuichi's expression darkened. Then...
Damn it! I thought she was out of reach back in high school, so why you?
He suddenly snapped, something I'd never seen before, and I was shocked. What are you talking about? You have Remi, don't you? You're getting married soon.
I only chose Remi because she was one of the cuter girls in high school, and she seemed attainable. If I could have dated Sasayama, I would have chosen her instead.
What? Hey, you. That's really cruel.
You're the cruel one, Akito. I told you there was no way you could reach Sasayama, and you ignored me.
Back then, I did believe I had no chance with Sasayama, but even so, his argument made no sense. But... Remi, are you okay? I glanced over at Yuichi and saw that, just as I thought, Remi was fuming.
one of the cuter girls? Attainable? What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Yuichi's face paled as he realized he couldn't talk his way out of this one. Yuichi is now pale-faced.
Remi, I'm sorry.
I don't care. You've been looking down on me this whole time, haven't you? If you're so set on Sasayama, why don't you try making a move on her? Not that you'd have a chance.
I'm sorry. It was just a slip of the tongue.
Yuichi tried to apologize, but Remi's anger wouldn't subside.
Ugh! This is the worst! Why do I have to go through this? If that's how you feel, then we're done. The engagement is off.
What? Calling off the engagement?
I'm glad I found out how you really feel before we got married. And there's no way I'm paying you any compensation. Goodbye.
Wait, Remi!
Remi grabbed her things and stormed out of the shop. Yuichi chased after her, but after a brief argument at the door, he came back alone. What did Remi say?
She told me to cool off and not contact her for a while.
You brought this on yourself. That was entirely your fault, Yuichi.
But I was just jealous, seeing you and Sasayama getting along so well.
Unfazed, Yuichi took out his phone and approached Sasayama.
Hey, Sasayama, why don't you exchange contact info with me too? If you hang out with me, you'll have even more fun than with Akito.
Wait, Yuichi?
Uh?
Sasayama looked slightly troubled as she glanced around, then slowly opened her mouth.
I'm sorry, but I've actually always felt a bit uncomfortable around you, Sonohara. And now even more so.
Huh?
What? Why?
Taken aback by her response, both Yuichi and I let out surprised voices. But there was no doubt in the expression on Sasayama's face, who looked genuinely troubled.
You see, Sonohara, back in high school, you used to make fun of others to get laughs, right? I always felt uncomfortable with how you looked down on people. Even now, despite your relationship with Takahashi getting strained, you're trying to do something like this? I just can't believe it.
But what about Akito? Akito was part of the same group, wasn't he?
Yuichi desperately tried to pull me away from Sasayama, but it was clear that her feelings weren't going to change.
I did like the group itself. Everyone got along, and even though they teased Akito, it was clear they cared about him. But you and Takahashi were a little different, weren't you? Even so, Akito would always smile and brush it off, and I thought he must be a really kind person.
Sasayama.
So I'm sorry.
No way!
Yuichi, you told me countless times that I'd never have a chance with Sasayama. I believed it too. She was out of my league, my unreachable dream. But if you don't reach out, nothing changes. I understand that now. You can't grab hold of anything if you don't try. I'm here now because I mustered up the courage to reach out. And you know, back then, I didn't mind being the one who got teased. Even when you and Remy teased me harshly, I didn't really care. I pause and pull Karen close. But from now on, stop it. It hurts the person I care about, the person I love.
Ogasawara!
Damn it,
Yuichi muttered something in frustration, standing there in shock. In the end, the atmosphere was ruined, and we decided to leave the shop. Later, Yuichi and Remy ended up calling off their engagement. Yuichi kept running his shop, but Remy changed jobs and moved far away.
Why did I say something like that back then?
Yuichi was still hung up on both Remy and Sasayama, moping around by himself. Incidentally, on the day of our argument, no other customers came in after us. It seems his shop isn't doing well. And Remy, who used to tease me just as harshly as Yuichi. It seems she's been struggling to adjust her teasing style, causing her to become isolated in her new workplace.
Takahashi-san's words can be a bit sharp, right? If she thinks she's just teasing, she's really bad at it. Yeah, she's really not good at it.
Teasing someone is only fun when there's mutual affection and trust. I wonder if she'll ever realize that. As for what happened after that incident, Karen and I decided to find another place to eat, strolling through the city at night. I'm sorry about that. I didn't expect things to get so messy. I'll make sure to research the next place better before I book it.
No, it's fine. I never imagined we'd reunite like that.
Seeing Sasayama smile kindly as usual, unbothered by what had happened, I decided to tell her how I felt. Sasayama, I want to be with you. Always.
Does that mean...
If you're okay with it, would you be my girlfriend?
Yes, of course. I've been thinking I'd love to be with you too.
Sasayama's face brightened with a smile that made me feel overjoyed. Being teased didn't bother me. If it made everyone laugh, I thought it was worth it back then. But if being looked down on makes someone I care about sad, I need to value myself more. Long time no see. By the way, I started dating Sasayama recently. When I told my high school friends about her, they were all happy for me. After that, we ended up having a big reunion party for the first time in ages.